Moody there with Pat Webster and with Chris Waller. Simon Hartnell, 2 years ago he was an odds-on favourite in the Sydney Cup. He's come a long way since then, Hartnell, hasn't he? He's sort of been the bridesmaid behind the Mighty Winks. How does he look today, SD Marshall, Hartnell?
Geez, remember he won the Chelmsford second up and then won 3 in a row, Bruce. He's a serious horse, but as you mentioned, 3 times he's run second to the Great Mare. Look, he's come in on a light prep, his 3 runs. He didn't really appreciate the heavy going in his last 2 runs, but it was a light ride. He didn't get a gut buster last start. He's really peaking. He's stretching out well, got his earmuffs on. He's a clear pick second, this horse. He's going to run the best race this preparation on looks.
Jessica Esferic, he hasn't put in a bad run in Australia. I think the conditions will suit him better today.
And he is absolutely strutting around this mounting yard. He's really full of himself, really ready to go, this horse. His last couple of runs have been good. He's bringing good form in here, arguably better over 2,000 metres. Small query is he hasn't won for a rather long time.
Happy clapper, Simon. He was third last year, second in the Doncaster last year. Placed again this year, and he ran in the Cox Plate.
Yes, Mac, he's a beautiful horse, and one thing for sure, he's going to back up 7 days later. I think he's going better than he was last year, so they're great signs for him. You know he can carry the weight for age here. He carried 59 kilos at Newcastle to win before his placing in the Doncaster last start. Go happy, clapper.
The United States, well, Ollie rides. He's won 5 of these, has Ollie. This horse was favoured in this race last year.
Yeah, that's for sure. He's presented very well, the United States, and I can't help but think that he's absolutely peaking for this run. Now, he needs to lift because his 3 runs have been okay. He seems to have had every chance. Hartnell came from behind him last start and went past him to beat him, but it's the drier track that he's really going to thrive on and love. He's tightened up too, and he's pretty good. He looks very, very well for him. He always sweats up in the flanks there a little bit, but yeah, he's going to run super.
Gee, doesn't he look a treat, Simon? He's certainly keen and on his toes. Now, he is an entire by Galileo, so will he stand at stud? And if he's defeated by Winks today, which we expect, he'll be the 44th Group 1 winner to be defeated by Winks.
They're big numbers, aren't they? Sense of occasion, you know what? He's a really good ordinary horse, and I mean that in the nicest way. He's in great form. 3rd in the Doncaster, 2nd in the Gosford Cup, won the Villiers. He's run 2nd in the Brisbane Cup. He's a big odds. I can't see him winning, but geez, in career best form. We get to Harlem, a little bit of a mix here. I mean, he's got some strong European form through your brother's horse, Grey Lion, hasn't he, Cheska?
Yes, he does, Bruce. He's got good form, and he was an expensive purchase at the Tattersalls Horses and Training Sale. A pretty penny he was indeed. But his best form is over further. In Europe, he never even ran it in a race shorter than 2,000 metres. We've seen him once in Australia in the Blamey Stakes, where he finished 3rd to Palantino. That's not bad form. Obviously, he's got to improve significantly to feature here. He's a lovely-looking horse. Will benefit from the run, looking a touch porky still.
Well, singing another one of the Chris Lees along with Sense of Occasion. He won the race last year with Lucia Valentina. It would be a major, major shock for him to win. 4 starts in Australia, a couple of placings, but last start was a long way behind it somewhat. No doubt there's some horses that are well named in this, aren't they? Sense of Occasion, Singing with Hugh Bowman with Ophelia, no doubt, eh? He's a promising horse. Just looks the wrong race, doesn't it? But still, he's going to get some prize money. I think he's got a good future. So, Cheska, we come to the one and only. How does she look?
What can I say, Bruce? She, like I said, she is the ultimate professional, and she looks incredible. She's walking around here lovely and calm. She's just had the hood taken off, the ear muffs, so this is probably when she starts to kind of liven up. She's nice and calm heading into this point, and Hugh Bowman says that when he heads out onto the track, she just lifts, and she absolutely carries him down to the start and just really wants to get on with things. She looks unbelievable.
Well, Richo Deb Capitas, of course, so we know her so well. I reckon I know what she's wearing. She's with you right now.
And we got that right, Bruce. We know what you're wearing today, Deb, and it looks a treat. You're looking after this very lucky charm. What's going through your mind at the moment?
Lots, everything, and it's a bit blank. I've cried a couple of times. I feel all right at the moment. The horse looks amazing. Hugh is as cool as ever. Chris is his clever self. He's holding himself together. He's right. He knows that she can do it. Look, what else can I say? This is so exciting. It's so nerve-wracking. And everyone out there, you love her. Keep loving her. She will do her best. She won't let us down. and let's have the race.
And the mounting yard has been jam-packed to see your horse. We're all going to make our way up the front now. Good luck.
I know, and they cheered her. You know, like the poor horses, they'll get frightened, but it's just so lovely to have. It's such a privilege.
Well, we're all barracking for you. Good luck.
Thank you.
Good on you, Richo. Let's go to James. Jordan, James, if you like to back short price favourite, what are the odds for Winks that you would take today?
Look, I'm not a thrill seeker, Bruce, but if I was having a large bet, obviously a horse like this would be a good proposition. You'd probably want $1.15. She's about that price, she's $1.10, I think, at the minute. So, look, she'll win, but I personally couldn't back her. I think if you're trying to make some money here, the way to do it is with the exotics. Though most of the jockeys will probably ride their race to run second, so that will result in a slow pace. So I want to back a horse with a good turn of foot and the handle's wet ground. That's Happy Clapper. So my suggested bet would be an exacta, Winks to win, Happy Clapper to run second.
It's interesting to say that, James, because the market for us is just completely skewed. Even though we've turned Winks out to $1.12, 20, 40, 50, 100,000, doesn't matter. All the big punters are backing Winks, and all the smaller punters are trying to find something to run second in the exotics, as you talked about, Happy Clapper, or the place. And I can tell you the best back horse to run the place is number 2, Exospheric, $51 the win, but a bit short of the place. But yeah, they're looking. That's the horse they're looking to run second to the Mighty Mare. Nothing happening with the win odds really. It's just running for second and bring it on. We'll lose again on Winks.
Pete, is that the way you see it? You've had a good look at the horses in the yard?
She looks terrific. She's presented well. And the scary thing is she gets 2 kilos off these horses and she's got a half a lap on them.
Yeah.
She wins, and easy.
Well, you would know. There she is, and the moment's not far away. The Longines Queen Elizabeth. It's been a Winks weekend, and she's about to go for a big run. It was done last year, it was done 2 years before that with Rising Romance, Sophia Rosa last year. It was a fierce gallop. Lasquetti Spirit took a while to get to the front, and then she ran them off their legs until this filly came along. Honestly, that's Caulfield Cup, Melbourne Cup type stuff, and she was apples at the end for Huey Bowman. How many classics has this guy won? I mean, Derbies and Oaks at Flemington and Randwick, left, right and centre. She's an absolute beauty for Murray Baker and Andrew Forsman. I mean, they are just flying. And there she is, the one and only Winks. To you, Matt Campbell from Crownbet, do we have a market mover?
No real mover here, Bruce, but to give you an idea, I've never seen anything like it. 98.8% of our win hold, 98.8 is on Winks, even at that short price of $1.12. Such is the confidence in this terrific mare.
98.8, eh? So a shot of the adoring crowd here at Royal Randwick. And for many of them, Pete, this is the horse they came to see. I mean, lots of them. And speaking of one queen to another, eh? Michelle Payne, our Melbourne Cup heroine, Prince of Penzance, looking absolutely gorgeous. It's great to have Michelle here on a day like today.
Most definitely, and there's not too many days on a racetrack where Michelle Payne and Gay Waterhouse would be overshadowed by another female.
No, absolutely, but it's fair to say they are, but they're in good company, aren't they?
Most definitely. Like, this is the best turf horse in the world, arguably the best horse in the world.